Emma Hayes is widely regarded as a pioneering figure in women's football, renowned for her tactical acumen, charismatic leadership, and transformative impact on both club and international stages. Raised in a football-loving family, Hayes was immersed in the sport from a young age. Her passion and natural aptitude for football led her to play for youth teams, notably at Arsenal. Unfortunately, her ambitions as a player were curtailed by a severe ankle injury which struck during her late teens. This injury dashed her hopes of a professional playing career, redirecting her energies toward coaching and education. Despite the setback, Hayes' love for the game persisted. Her experiences as a youth player at one of England's top women's clubs, Arsenal, provided valuable insights into the world of women's football. By her early 20s, she was already involved in coaching, working with youth teams and gaining hands-on experience at grassroots and academy levels. Her first significant coaching appointment came at Arsenal Ladies, where she worked as head of the academy, nurturing young talent and developing her distinctive coaching philosophy, a blend of technical excellence, tactical flexibility, and strong player relationships. In 2006, Hayes took her talents overseas, joining the American women's football scene just as it was entering a new era. She became the head coach of the Long Island Lady Riders and later served as assistant and then manager at Iona College. She moved to the Chicago Red Stars in the newly established Women's Professional Soccer League, but her time there was short, being sacked in 2010. After a few ventures outside football, the best time of her footballing career came. Under her stewardship, Chelsea women lifted the FA Women's Super League title 7 times between 2015 and 2023 and won 5 Women's FA Cups between 2015 and 2023. She also guided the Blues to 2 FA Women's League Cups and 4 FA Community Shields, cementing Chelsea's dominance in English football. On the continental stage, Hayes led Chelsea to their first ever UEFA Women's Champions League final in 2021, an historic achievement for the club, although they lost to Barcelona in the final. Her commitment to style and tactical innovation, as well as her ability to nurture talent, saw Chelsea's squad become a destination for world-class players and a beacon of progress within the women's game. Hayes' Chelsea was defined by consistent attacking football, adaptability, and relentless ambition. She developed stars such as Frank Kirby, Sam Kerr, Millie Bright, and Ji So-yoon, while elevating the club's infrastructure and professional standards. Off the field, her advocacy for women's sport and candid communication style earned her admiration across the game. In 2023, Hayes was appointed manager of the United States women's national team, one of the most prestigious jobs in world football. She is renowned for her tactical flexibility, though her default setup was often the 4-2-3-1. Hayes believed in a system that could morph during games, depending on the opposition or match situation. The 4-2-3-1 formation provided a double pivot in midfield, with 2 holding midfielders shielding the back 4 and supporting both defense and attack. The 3 attacking midfielders would interchange, creating overloads in wide and central areas. Hayes was not averse to switching to a back 3, a 3-4-3 for example, in pivotal matches, notably in the UEFA Champions League, to offer extra defensive solidity and exploit width via the wingbacks. Important to her success was the recruitment and development of players who could execute her tactical vision. Some key examples include Sam Kerr, and Hayes utilized her pace, movement, and clinical finishing as the spearhead of Chelsea's attack. In the 2022-2023 season, Kerr scored 12 goals in 21 league appearances, frequently leading the line in the 4-2-3-1. Frank Kirby, her intelligence and tactical ability allowed her to operate between the lines, often drifting inside from the right to connect midfield and attack. Her partnership with Kerr was especially fruitful. In the 2020-2021 season, Kirby contributed 16 goals and 11 assists in the league. Pernille Harder, signed in 2020, Harder brought versatility to Chelsea's forward line. She played both as a number 10 and on the left, offering creativity and an additional goal threat. Ji So-yoon, the metronome in central midfield, dictating tempo and linking play. Her ability to transition the team from defense to attack was vital against high-pressing opponents. And players like Millie Bright and Magdalena Eriksson would often keep the goal intact and shield their defense. Chelsea under Hayes were known for their aggressive, coordinated press. The team pressed high in the 4-2-3-1, with the attacking midfielders closing passing lanes and the double pivot ready to intercept second balls. In-game, I went for the 4-2-3-1 setup, of course, with the sweeper keeper on defense duty in goal. I know this might not be the role and duty Emma Hayes used while managing Chelsea, but in my opinion, is the most balanced in-game role for this position, as it offers support in possession, but does not exaggerate it. In front of the goalkeeper, we have a back four made of 2 wingbacks on support and 2 central defenders on defend. The wingbacks are asked to cross more often, making them go up the pitch quite often when the game allows them to. I chose the wingback role on support to keep the formation balanced overall, but if your team is the strongest one in the match, I think an attack duty would also work. The double pivot is made of a defensive midfielder on defense and a segundo volante on support. Here, the intention was to shield the defense but also link up play with the attackers through the segundo volante. And the segundo volante's secret is that it also arrives late in the opposition's area when possible. I asked this player to get further forward and move into channels to make sure the surges forward happen quite often. The wingers are on support duty. I tried the inside forward and the trequartista role where Frank Kirby often played, but in the match engine, the formation would be unbalanced and often the player would not be as involved as I wanted to in the game. I asked both players to run from position to mitigate a bit the lack of incisive movement. Another option would be using the inverted winger to add more dynamism to the play, and the trequartista and an advanced forward complete the formation. If you want to keep it old school, an attacking midfielder on support could also be used instead of the trequartista role. Given that the roles used in general tend to create a structured formation, I aimed to surprise and disrupt the opposition as much as possible through this role, given the movement it provides in game. I chose positivist mentality. In possession, fairly wide attacking width, play out of defense, and overlap on both flanks. Standard passing directness and tempo, and play for set pieces to maximize our scoring chances. In transition, counter and distribute the ball to the defense through short kicks. I let the players decide if counter press is needed on a game-to-game basis. And out of possession, a high press and a standard defensive line. Trigger press is balanced and trap outside was used. The idea of this setup is to trap the opposition in the midfield battle, where we have more players than in other areas, and to recover the ball there, going on the counter. Using this tactic, we dominated the Bundesliga in my save managing Bayern Munich. Domestically, we were knocked out of the German Cup by RB Leipzig in the semi-finals, but we won the German Super Cup. And in the UEFA Champions League, we were knocked out of the round of 16 by Liverpool. Emma Hayes is one of the best football managers out there, and not only in women's football. Her achievements are incredible, and I'm sure her legacy will live for a long time.